Hey stars, it's Kaylee. So you may have seen some videos on YouTube where they do a certain number of facts about a particular topic or a particular movie or a show. Well, I thought maybe I should do one too about American Girl. So the reason I picked 91 facts about American Girl is because of my username, AGStar91, which reminds me, go follow me over on Instagram. Make sure you are liked, commenting, and subscribed to my channel to see other videos. So here we are, 91 facts about American Girl, also sort of a brief history of American Girl. Pleasant Company debuted on May 5th, 1986. Pleasant Rowland worked with the German doll company Gotz to design the dolls. Catalogs were sent out, and the dolls were purchasable by mail order. The line originally included 3 dolls, Samantha, Molly, and Kirsten. These 3 dolls all have the same face mold, called by collectors Classic. The story of Kirsten Larson takes place in 1864 and discusses the pioneer era and European immigration. The story of Samantha Parkington was set in New York in 1904, dealing with progress and distress at the turn of the century. The story of Molly McIntyre takes place in the Midwest in 1934 and represents the challenges of World War II on the home front. The first headquarters for Pleasant Company were in Middleton, Wisconsin. The concept for the dolls was focused on teaching girls a unique perspective on history. Pleasant Rowland came up with the idea after a trip to Colonial Williamsburg. She wanted to provide a toy she thought was missing from the market, an alternative to baby dolls or adult dolls, also called fashion dolls, such as Cabbage Patch dolls or Barbie dolls. The dolls each had 6 books in their collection of stories. The Doll Hospital has been around since 1988. Catering to repair and restoration of authentic American Girl dolls. In 1991, the colonial-era doll, Felicity Merriman, was released. In 1992, the American Girl magazine was launched. In 1993, Addie Walker, who started her story as an enslaved girl, was introduced. Addie was the creator of the Addie mold, which was the first unique mold to the company. In 1995, a modern line of dolls, American Girl of Today, came out. The line is often abbreviated by collectors to AGOT. The American Girl of Today line originally had 20 dolls that all came in the same modern-inspired outfit without names. This gave children the opportunity to see themselves in history and create unique characters of their own. The line consisted of only 3 different face molds at that time: the classic, Addie, and a unique mold to this line. This unique Asian mold is called number 4 by collectors, as it was never released with a named character. In 1997, the 6th historical doll, Josefina Montoya, was introduced. Josefina's story takes place in 1824 in New Mexico during early Mexican rule before it was owned by the United States. She introduced the 4th distinct face mold to the company. This is my favorite face mold. 1998 was a big year for the company, as it was officially acquired by Mattel. Also in 1998, the American Girl Place Chicago opened. The American Girl Place Chicago boasted more than just shopping and was an entire experience, even featuring a paid theater experience. The cafe at the American Girl Place encourages people to dine with their dolls. Dolls dining at the American Girl Cafe were offered a treat seat to sit in at the table. They also had dolls for borrowing if you did not have your own. There is also a doll salon at the American Girl Place to get dolls hairstyled and more. The website launched in 1999, allowing purchases online in addition to mail order and in-store. In 2000, Kit Kittredge was the first doll released since Mattel took over. The Kit dolls initially had a Pleasant Company neck stamps because she was in production before the acquisition. She was the first doll with freckles. Margaret Mildred Kit Kittredge's story takes place in 1934 and handles the Depression era. In 2001, American Girl debuted a new contemporary line called Girl of the Year, which focuses on a girl whose story takes place in the year she has been released. The first Girl of the Year was named Lindsay Bergman, a Jewish girl who is a normal everyday girl experiencing the struggles of growing up. 2002 saw the release of Kaya, a Nez Perce indigenous girl from 1764. Kaya has stories set before the permanent settlement of the area by European Americans, but after the initial contact. In 2003, the second American Girl Place opened in New York. The official name of the company was changed from Pleasant Company to American Girl Inc. in 2004. The first best friend doll to be introduced was Samantha's best friend, Nellie O'Malley, in 2004. The first American Girl movie debuted on TV in 2004, called Samantha: An American Girl Holiday, starring Anna Sophia Robb as Samantha. The second movie was released in 2005. Felicity: An American Girl Adventure starred Shailene Woodley as Felicity. To coincide with the movie release, Felicity's best friend, Elizabeth Cole, was released as a best friend doll. The first American Girl of the Year to be released for only a calendar year, Marisol Luna, was released in 2005. In 2006, the Girl of the Year, Jess McConnell, debuted a new Asian face mold, referred to as the Jess mold. 2006 also saw the renaming of the modern line from American Girl Today to Just Like You, often abbreviated to JLY. 2006 saw the release of the third American Girl TV movie, Molly, an American Girl on the Home Front. Molly's English best friend, Emily Bennett, was released as a doll in 2006. In 2007, the next historical doll was introduced. Julie Albright's story took place in the 1970s. Julie was released with her best friend, Ivy Ling. The first major motion picture to be released in theaters for American Girl premiered in 2008. Kit Kittredge, an American Girl, starred Abigail Breslin as Kit. 2008 also saw Kit's best friend Ruthie Smithens released as a doll. Also in 2008, 10 years after it opened, the Chicago flagship store moved its location and many features were retired. American Girl started offering ear piercing services for dolls in 2008. Some dolls prior had been released with non-removable earrings. 2009 saw the first movie for a non-historical character with the 2009 Girl of the Year Chris's movie, An American Girl, Chrissa Stands Strong. Chrissa Maxwell, the Girl of the Year of 2009, debuted alongside her two best friends, Gwen and Sonali. Sonali introduced a new face mold. Rebecca Rubin, a Jewish girl living in New York City in 1914, was introduced as part of the historical line in 2009. 2009 also saw the archiving of Samantha and her best friend Nellie. In 2010, the modern line was renamed again from Just Like You to My American Girl. With the name change, the online game Interstar University debuted. New My American Girl dolls came with a code for full access to play on the virtual campus with talking, shopping, and games. In 2010, Kirsten was archived. In the early 2010s, neck strings holding the heads on the dolls' torsos were slowly replaced with zip ties to comply with international toy standards for safety. In 2011, Felicity and her best friend Elizabeth were archived. In 2011, two new historical characters debuted side by side. Neither girl was considered the best friend as they were released together. Cecile Ray and Marie Grace Gardner lived in New Orleans in 1853. Marie Grace introduced a new unique face mold. 2012 saw the debut of the historical character Caroline Abbott, who grew up during the War of 1812. In 2013, Molly and her best friend Emily and collections were retired. Cecile and Marie Grace, as well as Ivy and Ruthie, were retired in 2014. 2014 through 2019 was the rebranding of the historical line as BeForever, which resulted in many changes for the books as well as the dolls themselves. As part of the refresh, Samantha was reintroduced with a new collection. Caroline was archived in 2015. Mary Ellen Larkin, the historical character from the 1950s, was released in 2015. The modern line name was changed once again to Truly Me, or TM, in 2015, and it still stands that way today. In 2016, Melody Ellison, a historical girl from the 1960s, was introduced. In 2017, the very first boy doll was introduced. Logan Everett was part of the contemporary line, along with his friend Tenny Grant and the character Z Yang. In 2017, Felicity was re-released with a small collection as part of the BeForever lineup. 2017 also saw the introduction of a new face mold in Nenea Mitchell, a girl growing up in Hawaii during the Second World War. In 2017, American Girl had manufactured American Girl dolls with permanent underwear, or perma-panties. They were later revoked and even allowed to be exchanged for their regular bodies after widespread customer feedback over quality concerns. Addie and Samantha were cubed in 2017, meaning they were semi-retired, leaving only the dolls, meat accessories, books, and mini dolls available for purchase. The Create Your Own line was released in 2017 and allowed customers to choose from different features and outfits available to create a unique doll that came with accessories and a special keepsake box. In 2018, unnamed boy dolls were officially released as part of the Truly Me line. In 2019, Josefina and Kit were also cubed or semi-retired. In 2020, a new face mold was introduced with the Girl of the Year, Joss Kendrick. She is deaf in one ear and has a hearing aid. In 2020, the historical girl from 1986, Courtney Moore, was introduced. Her story takes place the same year American Girl was founded. She even receives an American Girl doll for Christmas. In 2021, the original 6 historical American Girl dolls were re-released as 35th anniversary dolls in their original outfits, with original meat accessories and special 35th anniversary packaging. Also in 2021, another contemporary line, World by Us, was released, featuring 3 young girls, Yvette, Maritza, and McKenna, who are concerned with current issues and social justice. McKenna introduced another unique face mold. The 2022 Girl of the Year, Corinne Tan, introduced a new face mold as well. The Truly Me line saw a revamp in 2022 with all of the modern dolls retired and 25 new dolls were released. Some of these dolls were revamps of previously released dolls. They had 5 meet outfits across the line and most included printed eyelashes. Later in that same year, another new historical doll was introduced. She also introduced a new face mold. Claudie Wells lives in New York in 1922. The first set of historical twins were released in 2023. Isabel and Nikki Hoffman's story takes place in 1999 as they prepare for the new millennium. The first collaboration between American Girl and the Walt Disney Company came about in 2023 with 3 Disney Princess collector dolls. I hope you enjoyed this brief history and these facts about American Girl and the company, and I thought this was a fun and unique idea. If you have any other ideas you'd like me to cover, anything you'd like me to talk about, please definitely let me know over on my Instagram or down below in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed. I really appreciate all of the support. Thanks for watching. Bye!